Have you seen my wife? Hoş karamayım, hoş karamay. Gotta get a chain, dripping in design. Gotta come a sign, gotta come with feet like I mean some fish. Will it get my knee catch? God, I'm sick. God. Have you seen my wife? Hoş karamayım, hoş.
If a person, when they open up, every time they open up, they're either rejected or it's hijacked. They're not going to feel safe with you. And a lot of times men don't have the spaces to be safe in. So being like getting out, that's not a habit for most men.
As a black man, where else am I safe?
Exactly. A lot of times it's with the women in our lives, because that's not where the conflict be at most times. And even if it is, it's manageable. You feel me? Like the conflict that most black men facing outside the home, bro, we don't want to deal with it like that when we come home.
No,
I'll even take disagreeing with you from time to time, but when I open up, when I tell you what it feel like out there, please don't make that a time that we gotta go at each other. When I'm trying to tell you what it feel like to actually carry it, you dig me? Because it really destroying us out here, bro. No bicker. Like so when a black man specifically feels safe enough to like let you in on what that feel like just in that moment, bro. If you don't have it, let him know that so he can pack it back up. You feel me? Like before he hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when a black man feel rejected, I'm trying to tell you as one. That's one of the, like you don't understand how used to that black men have to become to survive. You feel me? So when it tell you what that feel like, just if you can't, if you gonna reject him in that moment, let him know before he start to take it out. If a person, when they open up,
Be honest, there's no mother that's on this carpet that's sexier than me right now. I'm very sad that Prince died. But he opened up a space for me that I humbly will take. You know I look this good. I know you tripping. This happened. You. This happened to you too. Yeah. Oh yeah. It happened to both of you. Yeah, it happened. Enjoy yourself. Hey, I'm finna stream for like about an hour. I don't know what my comment section look like. I don't really care because I'm able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying out new shit, so my quality is gonna be off because I'm trying new programs, I'm trying new shit. And I'm trying to see what this streaming shit like. So if you out there and you checking out my shit, cause what time is it? It's 11:10. What's up, man? I'm gonna stream for like about 3 hours. Just see what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, people? It's your boy, Mr. Pop Shit. Let's get it.
Enjoy yourself.
Did you know that?
I don't know what I'm gonna watch.
Wrote a book on demonology and witchcraft. That's right. The guy who is involved who basically commissions a new version of the Bible. This is 1611. That is the first edition of what would.
Okay with that.
Hold on, wait. Have y'all seen the messages from the other countries?
Man, I don't want no fruity.
The 9-verse, West Coast mixtape, kiss my Converse. Before you play your part, gotta read your lines first. Before it's in your heart, gotta be in your mind first. Getting my prayers in, I'm just trying to do what the Lord says. Slimmer fitting Dickie sitting right on the Cortez. You can tell a winning, yo, just look what the score says. My man to be home, pending on what the board says. They know the champ back, getting the camp back. Buying more AMG Benz with the slant backs. Album is out now, I'm hearing them chant that. You know it's heroin whenever I stamp that. Know how I do niggas, you know that I chew niggas. Seasoned veterans, or one of these new niggas. Gotta be kidding me, can never get rid of me. Even if they kill me, I'm still a epitome. Boss of the back block, talking that crack rock. Any controlled substance, I was the mascot. They did the bow ties, I did the Ashcots. They hit the quick pick, I hit the jackpot. Much as I have, I'm still repping the have-nots. I made a turn around, I just wanted the back shots. I'm up early for the dealers come out. The 9-verse, West Coast.
So everybody ain't got these in their house.
I don't like ghetto bitches.
It's my razor.
You ask a man how to treat a woman, he knows exactly what to do. You have to learn how to approach a woman because women are assholes, bro. What does a woman have to do to get a man? Nothing. but get dressed, right? And so if you are an attractive woman, you have been going through life getting pampered all the time when you pretty much ain't never had to do shit. So this is why when you ask women, what do you bring to the table? They think we talking about paying bills. That is not what we ever talked about. You see what I'm saying? When you ask the woman what you bring to the table, first thing come out their mouth is something we don't care about, which is your job. All we looking for is love, support, honesty, and loyalty. Y'all are looking for the nigga at the finish line. We looking for the woman that's at the starting line.
Aren't you asking her what she bringing to the table though when she's starting out?
Because what's wrong with me asking you?
She ain't got nothing to say.
What do you mean?
That's
Because
your
it is that we want for free. You ask a man how to treat a woman, he knows exactly.
What you turning up for, bro? You know what I'm saying? Nobody asked for these.
He is the dumbest black man on planet Earth, but he always gets stuff right once in a while. It's like a broken clock. He right twice a day. So he gonna get some stuff right. He's the most racist, ignorant, but what he said right here, because he's a racist, his priority is black, 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 black. So sometimes when it comes to certain black issues, sometimes he get it. And that's the only reason why I'm playing this clip.
One of the reasons Barack Obama was made president is so he could normalize the LGBTQ agenda in the black community. Think about it. If George Bush tried to push homosexuality in the black community, we would have rejected him.
Of course.
If Donald Trump tried to push homosexuality in the black community, we would have rejected him.
Of course.
You could only normalize that through a blackface. Obama was made president to make it normal. When Barack Obama became president, homosexuality was not a mainstream issue, nor was it accepted as a mainstream alternative to the traditional family.
Facts.
By the time he left office in 2008,
That's
they were
facts.
completely running everything.
Yeah, running with that.
And if you even disagree with
Running with that shit, man.
I do a lot of graduation speeches, right? At
Niggas ain't
junior-
running with that
elementary
shit,
school,
man.
middle school, high school. I normally do about 20 graduation speeches a season.
Okay. Okay.
When Barack Obama was president, I might have did 5. It dropped significantly. Schools who I normally did their commencement, they was calling me up, Dr. Umar, we can't have you speak this shit. Why? The LGBTQ say you don't agree with them, you can't speak. I said, but this is a graduation speech. This ain't politics. This is motivation. Get ready for the rest of your life.
Right.
What this LGBT
Crazy
do
work.
about 10-minute speech motivating these 12th graders to make sure you do well in college?
Right.
Well, we have LGBT teachers and they're saying you're insensitive and you're homophobic. So I saw how not agreeing with the lifestyle could limit your opportunities in life. You had people getting fired from jobs not for pushing hate, because I don't agree with hate.
Right.
I don't agree with the lifestyle.
Right.
So I don't want to
You
harm for
hate
any
white
unit, no
people.
matter what they
And
situation is.
that's the way to do
But
it.
the way that they did it was the LGBTQ said, to disagree with me is to hate me. They created a narrative that if you disagree, you support violence against me.
Right.
You don't want us to work. You want us to be shot, killed, maybe.
Yeah.
We never said that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
We just said we don't agree with the lifestyle.
Right.
But they turned it into a whole campaign against anybody who disagreed with it. And that's another reason why a lot of people vote for Kamala Harris, black men, because they got tired of their feminization. And then they took it to Africa. Obama started. He went to Africa. He went to Liberia. He went to Rwanda. He went to a couple other places. He said, if you don't legalize gay marriage, we cutting off your aid. Now, mind you, this is the oldest civilization on earth. How you going to go to the oldest people in the world and say, if you don't legalize same-sex marriage, we're going to cut your aid off? So that rubbed a lot of...
So me and you've been in a relationship for some time now, and I just gotta ask, how do you know you love me?
You don't answer that.
Yes, I
No,
do.
but like, you really don't. And you know I'm the type of person I've always going to say the truth no matter what.
Right.
And you don't want to answer that.
I do. I want the honest, truthful answer to
So I
that.
promise you, like, that's the answer. You might do that.
I want the answer.
You sure? Like, if you sure, like, I'm really giving you the chance to back out of this. Are you sure? 100% positive. This is what you want.
I am 100% sure I want the
The
answer.
pussy is trash. And I didn't care. That's how I knew. I didn't listen to you.
Because what?
Wow.
So you did. But I love you. Like that. I love you for everything else. You feel me? Like, I'm just not here for sex.
The D that you pick me is whack as fuck. I see why you up here acting up. You ain't had it up unless you had it rough. But I ain't gonna lead till your casket shut. Why you battle rap niggas mad at us? Mad at me cause I be getting booked. Mad at me cause I be catching planes and it's a damn shame that you be getting cooked. It's a different look when you ride the beat. Gun so big can't hide the heat. These hollow tips will play hide and seek and I'm a slam dunk them like Dominique. You're a weirdo and your mama freak. Niggas keep talking about my physique. Niggas keep talking about my career. I'm like, I don't care. I get it out the street. I clicked on the beat and said logic. So fight you have no problem. Lying about the type of life you lead and how you getting it poppin'. But the politics is so rotten. I think most of y'all have forgotten. Just how far the coaches come for you meatballs to be fropping. But fuck that, I keep striving. Cause I'm an artifact to be honest. On a private jet with a commercial fight, it's the only way I'm detoxing. All the fucked up the game, bring this shit back to the BK. Hit you so hard you can't see straight. And I'm still going to get the cheesecake. Got the 4-5 and the 3-8. Chopper top, you want the cheesesteak. Fresh out the box, I got a release date. I ain't with the he say and she say. Question, why you name yourself Fire? You a pathological liar. When I wrote this shit watching The Walking Dead and then reruns of The Wire. But
We don't know she was a virgin. That's just what she told people. How we know she was a virgin? Don't know. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Messiah does not mean God. What does Messiah mean? I just been looking at a podcast and it says that Messiah just does not mean God. Does Messiah mean God?
The term Messiah does not inherently mean God. In the context of Judaism, the Messiah refers to an anointed one, a future leader and king who is human and expected to bring about peace and restoration. In Christianity, Jesus is referred to as the Messiah and also as divine, but the concept of Messiah itself does not mean God. It primarily signifies an anointed or chosen leader. The interpretation can vary significantly across different religious contexts and traditions.
God damn, you learn something new every day. I thought Messiah meant God. See, this Bible the Bible and the people who made the Bible, if you're trying to question it, they have an answer for it. Meaning it was thoughtful. This shit was thoughtful, so you can't get around it. So it sticks. It's supposed to stick with us. Why? Why? They even made up words like faith. Like, don't listen to me. What is the argument again? Oxford student destroys apologies. What does that mean? Cause I'm done, bro. I just graduated from high school. I don't have a college. I went to like a semester, so I don't got it all. What does it mean when it says Oxford student destroys apologists? What is an apologist?
When you hear the phrase Oxford student destroys apologists, it's often referring to someone engaging in a debate or discussion where an Oxford student has effectively countered or refuted the arguments presented by an apologist. An apologist is someone who defends or justifies a particular belief, theory, or doctrine, often in the context of religion, philosophy, or politics. Their goal is to present arguments or explanations that support a position or belief, especially when it's under criticism. So, if an Oxford student destroys apologists, it implies they have successfully challenged and dismantled the arguments put forth by these defenders in a convincing way.
Oh, so hold on, I got more information for you. Okay, it also says Alex O'Connor versus Christian on Scripture. So if Oxford student destroys apologist, that means Alex O'Connor is the apologist. Am I correct?
Actually, in this context, it appears there might be a mix-up regarding the roles. Alex O'Connor, known as Cosmic Skeptic, is a well-known atheist and philosopher who often engages in debates about religion, ethics, and philosophy. When it mentions Alex O'Connor versus Christian on Scripture, it's likely referring to a debate or discussion where Alex is challenging or responding to the arguments of a Christian apologist. So, Alex O'Connor would more likely be the one critiquing or dismantling apologetic arguments rather than being an apologist himself.
So Alex O'Connor is not an apologist?
Alex O'Connor is not an apologist. He is known for critiquing religious arguments rather than defending them.
So the Oxford student would be the apologist. Am I correct?
No, that is not correct. Alex O'Connor is not an apologist. He critiques and challenges religious beliefs. If the context involves an Oxford student engaging with Christian apologetics, it's likely that the student is opposing or debating against the apologists, who defend those beliefs.
So who is the apologist that the Oxford student is destroying if it's not Alex O'Connor?
In the context you're referring to, the apologists being challenged by the Oxford student are likely Christian apologists who defend their faith or interpretations of Scripture. Alex O'Connor is not the apologist. He is typically the one critiquing apologetic arguments. Therefore, the Oxford student is destroying the arguments of Christian apologists in that debate, not Alex O'Connor.
I'm dumb, man. Okay. I'm gonna believe AI. AI has statistics and everything on those. Are you sure on this?
Yes, I am sure. In the context you mentioned, the Oxford student is challenging Christian apologists who defend religious beliefs. Alex O'Connor, also known as Cosmic Skeptic, critiques those apologetic arguments from a skeptical perspective and is not an apologist himself.
So what you say the person who titled this or labeled this is wrong?
Yes, the phrasing may be misleading. The title suggesting that the Oxford student destroys apologies likely implies they are challenging Christian apologists, but it does not accurately indicate that Alex O'Connor is an apologist. Rather, he is a skeptic engaging in critique of apologetic arguments. The title should clarify the distinction between those defending religious beliefs, the apologists, and those critiquing them, like O'Connor and the Oxford student.
Thank you, AI.
You're welcome. To clarify assertively, the title suggesting that the Oxford student destroys apologies is misleading. Alex O'Connor is a skeptic, not an apologist. The Oxford student is likely challenging Christian apologists, not Alex O'Connor, who critiques their arguments. The distinction is important, and the wording should reflect that accurately.
What should it say?
The title should say, Oxford student challenges Christian apologists, or Oxford student dismantles apologetic arguments. This accurately reflects the situation, indicating that the student is opposing those who defend religious beliefs rather than mislabeling them or implying that Alex O'Connor is an apologist.
Okay. Yeah, I heard her.
humble himself in his own creation.
So where does Jesus say that I am that person? I am God.
When he claims to say, I am the light, I am the way, follow me, I am your God.
He says, I am your God.
I am the light. I feel like
So he says that, but you just said, I am your God. I don't think Jesus says that.
my apologies on misrepresenting like the whole entirety of the words in that verse.
She's lying.
He's still claiming that he is the light that has that connection to that higher God.
Absolutely.
And I feel like with that connection
To that higher God.
Look at his face. He
yes,
he
that
just
he
feel
is in that
confident on
physical
what he's
form. I
saying.
also want to say
His confidence is like, yeah, you're lying. You don't know what you're saying. You added in shit. You're lying. Get the fuck on, bitch. I added the bitch to give it flavor. So,
it with the Virgin Mary.
You claim that this was a later tradition that developed. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, when would you say that tradition developed?
First sin ever committed was not in the Garden of Eden. The first sin ever committed happened in heaven. So the scripture teaches us, as we go read, that God created all these angelic beings. And among those angelic beings, he created 3 archangels. Michael, who's responsible for warfare. Gabriel, who's responsible for delivering messages. Lucifer, who was responsible for worship. Isaiah in 14 teaches us something about Lucifer when he was in heaven. Some way, somehow, he got a glimpse of his beauty. And then the first sin entered into the heart of a being, pride. And then in his pride, and he goes on whispering in the ears of all these angels that he's going to be better than God. And then the second sin is born in his heart, rebellion. And the scripture teaches us he rebelled against God. And there was war in heaven. Satan ain't stronger than God. The scripture says because of that much, Satan was cast out of heaven. It's what Jesus said. I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning down to the earth. Who, according to Jude, abandoned their place in heaven, and now they're going to be trained in eternal fire for their abandonment of God. First sin ever committed.
They started calling me fat.
Yo, look. How they gonna be telling me about God? This is how crazy how the algorithm is. How they gonna be telling me about God and then they show me this bitch? Give you some food and show you some ass. I wanna fuck her. I do. I wanna fuck her. Look at that. And I wanna eat. Look, I'm eating right now.
Maybe we could start. I feel I might get be.
You gonna tell me about God and then put on some soft music with a fine ass bitch? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm supposed to be learning. This is my interest. I put it on my interest, my nigga. And you giving me this. You showing me sexual appeal.
They started calling me fat. I'm like, all right.
Look at this, man. I don't want to watch this shit. I was on God shit. I was on the Bible shit.
I said, wait. That shit hurt.
I gotta show me some of this. Who the fuck this? Man, I don't want to see this shit.
You said you're an 8.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So you gave me a 6.
Look, now they make me want to hate women. I don't want to hate women.
Favor.
Why do women claim to want the good guy and cheat or leave once they give him? I said if you give a woman perfection, the world, in return she gonna give you infidelity. I just literally today seen a woman say, man, we're all the good guys that just like walks on the beach or walks in the park and buy flowers every Friday. I said,
I don't want to see that guy.
Something my mama taught me, though. You know what I mean? She's like, here's the Bible, here's the Quran. What do you want to do? Figure it out for yourself. You know how to read. You know what I mean? And everything that you ingest, you have to always remember a book. No matter what that book is, whether it's Shakespeare, it's a long line, it's something raised about greatest supposed and it's juxtaposed in them, or any other written word that you digest or ingest, you have to question it because it was written by another man, another human being. And no one man has all the answers. A lot of people take the Bible face value that it's God's word. But nobody's looking in the upper left-hand corner of that page. It says the book of Timothy. Timothy was a man, so it's written by a man. Now, what is told to us is that it was under the inspiration of the heavens. God inspired them to write the book. Now let's do the definition of the word inspiration. I can inspire another young comedian to want to do comedy. But is everything I do the butt naked truth and the laws of the universe? As Richard Pryor inspired me to do comedy. But do I really want to follow everything he did? Because if I did, I'd set myself on fire and be smoking crack. So all of us are dual examples. There's certain parts of Eddie Griffin that you can follow to the letter and it'll be success. Then there's other parts of my life you want to stay the hell away from. Trust me. If you jumped in my shoes, you jump the fuck right back out. No, nigga, I don't want to be you. You understand? So the truth of the matter is individual. Your truth would never be my truth. There is a basic butt-naked correlating truth that goes through all humanity. But then we all find our individual truth in this journey called life. So my mama told me that, you know what I mean? She's like, here's the Bible, here's the Quran.
And they were in high school. When the nerd came to the girl in high school, she was like, no, I want you. And then once she became away with mama, he was a CEO, executive, and all that. And she like, hey, you remember me? He said, no, I want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out fucking with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then, making horrible-ass decisions, but grown-ass niggas preying on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
She sat here and claimed victim. Oh, we were messing with drug dealers and older men and scammers and all this other shit. And the good guys are just supposed to let it go. Forgive us, let it go, even though we have children with these men, right? As young black men in high school,
what in the hell are you bringing to that man to overcome?
Look what the shit I'm saying.
That he can't get from a single childless woman.
And what about?
I ain't on this, y'all. Look what I'm saying, bro.
Has anybody ever told you in teaching you the Bible that the Old Testament is an allegory? It
Bible
is.
shit and hate
And that
women.
the New Testament is parable.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
How do I know that? Because the Apostle Paul
Oh, it's 'cause of
told
what
me
I
about
hear
the Old
like
Testament,
on.
which things are an allegory. In other words, these are symbolic stories that use the names of real places and real.
Men aren't good friends to each other because they mostly talk and comment, but they don't prod and poke. And
my husband will be like, "Oh, they're moving to New Mexico." I'm like, "Why are they moving?" I don't know. I'm like, a huge life change. Like, did you ask any follow-up?
He pisses me off. Like, literally, I was talking to somebody who was talking about like his friend's marriage. Just
everybody grab a seat. Let's watch something together, and hopefully, this can be a learning lesson for anybody that it may apply to.
You want a toxic? That's not what the fuck I am. I don't be on that, bro. I don't be on that. I'm not no toxic nigga who's toxic shit. I'm not on that toxic.
You sound toxic right now.
No, because I'm pissed the fuck off, but I'm irritated as fuck
right now. Okay.
So clearly, this couple is having a disagreement. He is trying to convey to her that he's irritated. He stops himself when he says, "I'm mad." He's explaining to her, "I don't do this toxic stuff. I don't do this back and forth. I'm irritated, but I'm not toxic." Yes, you are toxic. She ain't listening at all. Let's see what else happens.
You said
Because I asked you to pull over so I can drive my car.
I said I would. It wasn't
Okay, so what's the problem? Why you still back and forth about it?
Because you want to keep dismissing it.
Why you still talking?
He said that you are dismissing me, and I've told you about that. Well, convo over. Why are you still talking? While he is in the middle of telling her what his issue is, she is doing the exact thing. Let's keep going.
Said something windshield. You said you don't see.
I did not. I said does this bother you driving like
no,
this?
that wasn't what you said. But it's cool. I'm driving. Let it go. All I said was pull over. Let me drive. Why is there a problem? Because I want to drive my car.
Drive your shit.
Okay, well, be quiet.
Hey, be quiet. Well, be quiet. It's over. Be quiet. He already told you he's tired of you dismissing him. And here you are dismissing him again. And I'm only surmising that there's some kind of issue with the windshield, whether it is the defrost, the windshield wiper blades. Apparently, their view is probably obstructed in some kind of way. She's used to driving with whatever issue is. He asked, "Do you have a problem with your windshield like this?" No, it turns into an argument, probably because she's offended. She's offended that you're talking about my car like that. And let's keep going.
All that conversation over there, bro. Who the fuck you talking to? Like I'm some bitch ass nigga or something, bro. You're not gonna keep coming to me like that, bro. All I'm saying, you're not gonna keep coming to me like that. Flat out. You're not gonna be together. Flat out. You're not gonna keep doing that shit.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but what I heard was he identified the problem he was having. He told her what the solution would be for him to be fulfilled. He set clear boundaries on what could not continue to happen. And instead of that woman respecting any of that, she ended the relationship. Well, we ain't got to be together then. Instead of you admitting that you are doing something that is hurting this man, bothering this man, disrespecting him, you would just rather end the relationship. I want any woman that has ever heard herself sound like this, I want you to be honest with yourself. What kind of relationship are you in now? What type of respect are you getting from the relationship based on what you give? I was once one of these women, and I'm so glad I've been working on myself, because no man wants to be disrespected and dismissed like that. And ladies, we really got to work on this. If you are with a man that you don't respect, leave. Because y'all treating these men with such disrespect is often how a lot of y'all's relationships end in tragedy or physical harm. And I know y'all don't want to hear that, but sometimes y'all be poking the bear and then be mad when the bear bites. Everybody grab a seat. Let's watch something together, and hopefully this...
I'll come back right here tomorrow, bro, and pay the rest of it.
How much is
You
that?
know I'm good, bro. I will cut it up to you, bro.
The mirror is $650.
I know how much it is. I already did my shit right here. I'm already mad. Got shit going on. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you the rest.
How much is that?
Just give me my shit so I get the fuck out of here. I'm already mad, bro. I'm already mad. I'm home. Hey, I'm out of here. I'm mad.
Nah, bro. You know we should have down payment. You don't get this shit the same day.
That's cool. Just give me my money, bro. You try to be 5 games, I would keep my money.
It's not no game. You don't even know what it is.
That's cool. I would keep my money. Fucking Ramirez. I get some Ramirez back.
I don't know
You
what
gotta
that was.
understand something. This cultural appropriation that we think suggests white people are black.
Oh my God.
The biggest struggle there is with a person that has been chosen, set apart, peculiar, is that many people don't like you, but many people want to be a part of what you're a part of. They want to do what you're doing, and they want to be attached to you. Yet, they struggle internally with liking you because they can't get their eyes past the jealousy. So they may act like they're ignoring you. They may act like they don't see you. They hear everything you say. They pick up on everything you're doing. They look at your body language. They study you from head to toe. It's the people that try to stay away from you the most that want to be the closest to you. They will get upset if you're getting attention, but then they'll get upset if
What you
you're
saying?
not giving them attention.
Shorty, what you saying? What you saying?
I can pull about the
Fuck
halftime
on
show.
somewhere. All that old cryptic shit you trying to tell to a nigga that's around you. Bitch, what you saying, bitch? Just say it.
Shit performance. That symbolism shit is whole shit. Symbolism and revolution cannot be spoken in the same words. Nigga, revolution is about action. It ain't about no motherfucking secret puzzle. You gotta try to understand the hidden concepts and precepts that's being dropped. Nigga, the revolution have never been about symbolism. Symbolism is a Masonic, the Masons kind of shit, homie. Put shit in symbols, homie. And let me just say this. Performing at the Super Bowl is like the slave being invited to the front of the mansion, to be in the front yard and get to perform in front of Massa and his family and friends while they sit on the porch. And y'all out in the front doing your slave dances and you get to perform in front of the house. That's what the Super Bowl performance was like. So to say, man, he did this, he had the symbols in it, homie, that don't do nothing for black people. Symbolism don't do nothing for black people. But the The most disgraceful thing that I seen was Serena Williams up there crip walking.
Man, shut your
That
bitch
was
ass
the
up,
most
bro.
Disgraceful.
Shut up, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta tell that nigga shut up, bro. Shut up, nigga.
Now calm down. You talking to you? Look,
I'm just trying to have a point, nigga. You just trying to go against the grain, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Let me try one of them on. You can try one of these on.
Bitch ass, nigga. This nigga made me mad, bro.
I'm just somebody that's talking to you.
I think we gotta try to be funny or not.
I ain't trying to be funny for.
They're trying to be funny or joke. You recording?
That's not even mine.
Yes, you is.
No, it's not.
He recorded that.
Look, she ready to go. She want to pull out a knife or something.
He recorded it.
Look at her.
Girl, shut up.
I'm an international supermodel. I'm 22 years old. And I just came out with a song. Insider wrote about it. And I want millions because I think I'm responsible to handle the money. So I'm looking for a responsible man, a man who can communicate, a man who's loving and has some money.
Okay. What does your father do for you?
My father is a pastor.
Okay. Tell me why you deserve what somebody else has.
I deserve money because I'm intelligent.
So, are you a member of Mensa?
What's Mensa?
The Society for Genius Level Intellects.
Oh, well, I've never heard of this.
Right.
Never heard of it either.
What's the most money you've ever earned?
My MAC Cosmetics campaign in 2019, I was paid $20,000.
Okay. And where is that money at right now?
Well, I invested some of it, and I spent some of it.
Right. So 2019, you got $20,000 in a lump sum payment.
Correct.
Tell me about the rate of return you've received in the last years.
The rate of return, well, I'm not that financially literate.
But you're sounding kind of crazy. I'm hoping you're an actress because this isn't looking good.
I should be. I'm an international supermodel. I'm 22 years old, and I just came out with a song. Insider wrote about it.
What would happen if somebody dropped sugar in my coffee? They said, will you be okay? I said, what if somebody dropped strychnine in my coffee? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. I said, what if my worst enemy drops in the sugar? They said, will you be okay? I said, what if my best friend, even by accident, drops in the strychnine? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. See, it doesn't matter who hands you the bad stuff. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. How important. You decide what goes into your mental factory. Don't let anybody just dump anything they want to in your mental factory, because you've got to live with the results. What would happen if somebody dropped sugar in my coffee?
Okay.
They said, will you be okay?
Just answered me, okay.
You know, he was a short kind of guy. He was about 5'1", 5'2". Real slim in the body and a real big
Tell me
head.
what's going in my mental.
He had a real short man complex. Okay.
Fuck Alpo, man. I don't give a fuck about no
Do you know
damn
why
Alpo,
your partner
man.
can so confidently ignore you?
Fuck
Let me
Alpo,
tell you,
nigga.
when they ignore you, or even worse, give you the silent treatment, refusing to communicate.
Fuck this shit too.
Men just do what women want.
You maybe don't want to watch nothing.
They care about women and they want women to be happy and they want them to love them.
I don't want to watch no of that
His
shit.
mom died July the 8th, 2024. Same one who dropped dead and OD'd off fentanyl. See, if you really wanted to be viral and wanted somebody to feel sorry for you and not look at you like you stupid, that should have been your storyline. Or either maybe the time when your daughter was pregnant at the age of 16, but she was the daddy, little rich, pretty princess, wasn't she? Why you're not talking about when her dad unfollowed her, when it was all viral all over the internet, when she was big and pregnant? Can you tell us what happened to that baby in her stomach? Because she was very developed. We want to start with that. That could have been your number 2 viral moment. You got me? But see, you go to these interviews and you tell these people, don't ask me this.
One of the biggest problems with men today is you can't walk away. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off. Because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power. Ladies, many of you don't walk away. Many of y'all just check out. Y'all ghost. Y'all leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, look at the way a woman ends her relationships. if she's the kind of woman who flakes, dips out, ghosts, leaves things, you need to.
Y'all, the fact that I just saw a video where the girl said this man woke up to EMP for 45 minutes and then went straight back to
Jamaica was the Caribbean's largest slave market. The British imported into Jamaica 1.3 million Africans. At the end of slavery in 1838, there were 300,000 remaining. The question has to be asked then, how do you reduce 1.3 million people to 300,000 after 200 years? Less than 25% saved.
I know I am going to get married, and
you know,
I know that.
You know that.
We can make a bet.
Now, here's amazing. I bet if I caught you at age 21 and I asked you the same thing, you said, I know I'm going to be married. And I said, well, by when? You'd probably say, by 25, I'll be married. I have 2 kids by 27. That would have been your story, because it's a common story.
Okay.
And that's the problem with delusion.
It wasn't my story.
I see you can say that now. You can say that now, but it doesn't add up. There's no way a young woman was thinking that she'd be 33, single, no prospects, and no kids.
God damn. That hurts.
I know I am going to.
We're gonna take a piss. Bathrooms for employees only, friend. Can't go if you're gonna be staring at me like that.
This thing turned around.
Say, man, look, the guys are wondering if you plan on stopping for a rest. Kids at Tahoe, so we're going to Tahoe. You can rest when they're dead. Watch yourself asleep with it.
Can I help you? Looking for a Caucasian degenerate we brought in here a couple hours ago. Had a little black fellow with you. Yeah. And where are you? They here? I couldn't give you that information even if they were. They don't. Got it.
Yeah, they're here. We're gonna take a piss. Bathrooms for employees.
Do you guys remember this SNL skit from 9 years ago? Tell me this is not the same exact reaction to Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime.
For white people, it was just another great week. They never saw it coming. They had no warning. Then, the day before the Super Bowl, it happened.
Beyonce released a new music video that embraces her black heritage.
Beyonce video is unapologetically black.
Tribute to the Black Lives Matter movement.
It's for black men.
Plans for blackness like never before. Honey, get in here!
Video, yes. What's wrong? Black.
Out of nowhere. I think Beyonce is black.
Whoa!
I don't understand this new song.
Hot sauce in my bag swag? What does that mean? Maybe the song isn't for us.
But usually everything is! We have to.
That's funny.
Roland Martin. You guys fishing of Oklahoma here in Oklahoma?
Man, fuck Roland Martin.
First, I want to say this was funny. But okay, y'all, not too much on me because look at my
nigga. She sound black.
Okay, but that was funny. I accept the jokes, but there are a few reasons why I sound like this.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't actually raised around my Asian side of my family though. The only person I was around was my mother, and my mother is very much American. She sounds just like me, literally just like me. She was raised in Georgia too. So you heard her talk. You would hear the same thing. Also, I don't have a strong Southern accent because I've lived, once I became an adult, I've lived all around the U.S. at this point. I spent a lot of time in California, so people who are saying that I sound like an Asian from Oakland, like, I know what y'all mean because I've heard the Asians in Oakland, and we sound similar. It's kind of like Spider-Man meme. But yeah, I sound like this because I was born and raised in Georgia, and I was raised by my dad, who's black, and I was raised by a majority of my black side of my family. So anybody's wondering about me, like, yeah, both of my parents sound like they're from Georgia. So I sound like I'm from Georgia. And my accent goes up and down because I've been in different areas, so it's not that heavy. But where I'm from too, it's not that heavy anyways. Like I'm from coastal Georgia. I'm not from Atlanta, so you're not gonna hear Atlanta from me.
All right. King David. Say, internet, if you don't stop listening to my conversations and what I'm saying, I say some shit about King David. I don't know who the fuck King David is. Look at this shit. They showing me King David shit. But why is the niggas from Chicago saying I'm King David though? That's what I don't understand. I'm old as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just an old ass nigga. But why the niggas from Chicago say I'm King David? They ain't talking about the nigga from the Bible. King David, 14 attack, like Italy, like what's going on? Chicagoans. He was black in Russia, in Greece, up close in Greece. He is black. What's AD in Russia? Solomon, King Solomon. He's all black man in Greece. King Saul. Alright. This nigga's a fucking retard.
only do 10 years.
Come on. I sacrificed myself.
This nigga retard.
So if you sacrifice your son, that can get you out of prison?
Really ain't no such thing as prison. Like, we in jail whether we in prison or not because, like, you trapped in that body and you can't get out. And no matter what you do, you're not going to get out because you won't even believe what I'm telling you or what Yahshua said telling you. Right? You still think his name is Jesus, but the problem is they didn't have a J, so they called him Jesus because they didn't have a letter that can come over here to our language. All right? So you need to tell Yahshua. And Yahshua not even his name because they didn't have that Y, so then they called him Yahshua. Everywhere you go is going to be a fake name with somebody. So the questions you ask me, I consider fake. Because no matter where I go or where I'm at, I'm still in jail. Tell me when I'm going to be free.
Okay.
How did you have life and only do 10?
Okay, facts. He's spitting some truth and shit right now. He ain't a dumbass right now. On this clip, he ain't a dumbass. But naturally, that nigga's a dumbass. He be doing some... He right, though.
10 years.
I think Jesus is a fucking Arab. People call me crazy. I think he's an Arab.
I sacrificed myself.
So if you sacrifice your son, that can get you out of prison?
Really ain't no such thing as prison. Like, we in jail whether we in prison or not because, like, you trapped in that body and you can't get out. And no matter what you do, you're not going to get out because you won't even believe what I'm telling you or what Yahshua telling you. Right? You still think his name is Jesus, but the problem is they didn't have a J, so they called him Jesus because they didn't have a letter that can come over here to our language. Right? So you need to tell Yahshua. And Yahshua not even his name because they didn't have that Y, so then they called him Yahshua. Everywhere you go is going to be a fake name with somebody. So the questions you ask me, I consider fake. Because no matter where I go or where I'm at, I'm still in jail. Tell me when I'm going to be free.
Yeah, that's be fast, right?
I don't want to know. I want to know about when I'm going to be free, gang. I'm not free till I beat the devil. But the problem is everybody thinks the devil is God. And so when I talk bad about the devil, everybody thinks I praise the devil. Man, you know how that feels, gang? Everybody think you praise the fucking devil? I don't praise the fucking devil, God. I worship the real God. That's what I'm talking about. I know who he is. They think I'm crazy.
So would you consider yourself spiritual?
Nigga, you crazy.
Come on, gang. I'm spiritual leader. Like Malcolm X. But I'm better.
You better than Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm better than Malcolm because you don't get confused. That's all. See, Malcolm, the thing with Malcolm is he couldn't fight his own demons and try to fight everybody else's. And I fuck with Malcolm, right? But Malcolm was confused. You never go against your own, right? You keep that to the people, right? You should have handled that problem with you know, who he had it with. I won't even say the name, but he should handle that problem with him and his video. Right? So Malcolm got killed himself because he wanted to be famous. Right? He didn't want the nation to be big. Malcolm wanted to be big. Right? Let's keep it. He knew lessons he didn't teach. He knew the same thing I know he didn't teach. So they all know and they want to teach. So yeah, that's why I say I'm bigger than them. I'm bigger than them because they keep the lessons and they try to hide them and hold them with control and tell you when you die you don't go to hell if you don't listen. Right? They ain't gonna take, right? Who cares about going to hell then? That's why we send me to hell then. Because who's gonna praise a God that's gonna send you to hell for not knowing? Stop playing with me. Would that be a God you will serve? I'm not serving no God.
Say, that's facts.
That's how you know that stuff not true. Then.
That's facts. Hey.
How to forever know.
Yo, hey.
When we talk everything.
I may be high enough, but that's facts though. I don't want to serve no God that's gonna punish me for not knowing. That's, hold on, but what if I do know though? Like, what if I do know a little bit and I didn't go all the way in when I heard a little bit? Can you follow me for that? Like,
he won't kill Satan, but he gonna kill me and burn me forever. Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me. He the one back dogs you then. Stop playing with me.
I'm innocent. Bro, I'm innocent. I'm innocent, bro.
He can't beat the case. How you gonna beat the case when everybody telling on him, gang? His whole family telling on him, gang. Dirt told on himself, gang. Listen, let me tell y'all something about your voice. I'm having federal nightmare. Dirt took himself to jail. He thought about jail. He talked about jail. So therefore he went to jail. You can't blame Dirt. He created his own life. That's what I'm on. But when you speak it, it comes. When you speak it, it comes, gang. So you got to praise that. When a person get what they want from their voice, you should be happy. I swear to God on my mouth. So shout out to Dirt, man. He got exactly what he wanted. Don't play on me.
That's kind of facts too, though. But you know the fuck thing about that. Hey, look, the fuck thing about that is that niggas use rap for therapy, so they only gonna be telling they deep secrets in some scripted form, so you can't really understand what they saying, but they know what they saying, and they putting it out. They letting it be known. This is how I feel. That's why they rap. Some people can't rap about happy shit, bro. Like. Right? I mean, some people can rap about happy shit. Some people can capture the happiness of their life. But most people can, shit, they can capture their struggle like it ain't nothing. So you can't say that, bro.
He only do 10 years.
I sacrificed myself.
Oh, that's it.
You remember when Jennifer Garner let everybody know that she's racist and insecure? For context, Chelsea Handler, the comedian, was hosting a televised dinner called My American Experience, where she invited a bunch of celebrities to discuss their roots and patriotism. Look what Jennifer Garner had to say when a black woman spoke up with pride.
Talk about our families maybe first, where we came from, where our parents came from. I grew up here in LA, born and bred, one of the few people that are born and bred in LA. So that's, I think, a very cool thing, and I kind of wear it on my chest very proudly because so many people say, oh, LA is this and LA is that. And I'm like, well, no, you're not from LA, so you don't really know it. But do you know where your ancestors are from? Well, yeah.
Whoa!
What was that all about, Jennifer?
What the fuck? Hold them up. Hold the fuck up. That was suicidal. Why did she say that?
Face. Regina King was just sitting there, not talking about how talented she is, not talking about how long she's been in the entertainment industry, not talking about how much money she has. All she was doing was expressing pride in her existence. I know Jennifer was thinking, let me remind this bitch she's a slave.
But do you know where your ancestors are from?
Our ancestors.
Bitch, you know we don't know where our ancestors are from, bitch.
Today. A white person bringing up slavery to a black person is a microaggression. Do you think Jennifer's question was valid or an attempt to put Regina in her place? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow for more.
We don't care about you, Chris.
Emojis are demonic sigils? What are you saying? Yeah, the original 72 emojis. They're not just little faces, not just cute little symbols we throw around in texts. No, No. They're demonic sigils. Actual sigils. Spells. Hidden right in plain sight. You ever heard of the Lesser Key of Solomon, the ancient book? The book where King Solomon wrote down symbols.
That's true.
Emojis are demonic sigils? What are you saying? Yeah, the original...
So that's true. They should, Solomon is able to, they say Solomon, if I'm correct on my little small brain that I have, that Solomon was able to control demons because he had something, right? He was able to control. Why didn't I get more into that story? That's a good story to go off to. All right, since all of my electronic devices be recording me, I want to know more about King Solomon and controlling demons. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start seeing some of this shit pop up on my screen. So we're gonna see it together. Let's see if it happens, because they be listening to me, I think.
72 emojis. They're not just little faces, not just cute little symbols we throw around in text.
King Solomon.
No.
I said
They're
King
demonic
David last
sigils.
time. King Solomon.
Actual sigils.
I want to know about
Spells.
King Solomon,
Hidden
y'all.
right in plain sight. You ever heard of the Lesser Key of Solomon, the ancient book? The book where King Solomon wrote down symbols to control and summon demons.
I want to know about that.
You know how
King
many there
Solomon
were?
and
72.
Yeah.
72. Same number as the first emojis ever created for Windows, Mac, iOS, everywhere. Coincidence? Nah. Look at this. See the laughing emoji? The one with the X's for eyes? That's a sigil. The tongue emoji? Exact match with a demonic seal. Look at this. Look at this one. Come on. This one. Look at the zipper mouth emoji. You think that's random? No. It's a symbol for silence.
What this mean?
A spell. And check this out. See the one with the teeth? The big, exaggerated grin? Compare it to this ancient sigil. It's identical.
It is.
Identical. You still think this is an accident? A fluke? Man, every single emoji we've been using, laughing, crying, even the damn heart emoji, it's all part of something bigger. We've been using these symbols for years, not knowing what they really mean. So when you send that little yellow face, ask yourself, what are you really summoning?
King
This is just a
Solomon
theory, not a
demons.
fact.
Look, I can just go there. I can just type it in what I want to see. Let's see this one. Fuck it. Let's see what this says.
Solomon and the 72 demons. Solomon, the son of King David, is renowned not only as a wise king, but also as a central figure in numerous mystical legends. With 9 siblings, Solomon rose to the throne as his father David aged. The event where Adonijah self-proclaimed as king and was later overthrown by Bathsheba and the prophet Nathan paved the way for Solomon's ascendancy. In the Bible, as a young man, Solomon prayed to God for wisdom and understanding to lead his people. This is seen as a pivotal factor that made him one of the wealthiest and wisest.
Solomon is goddamn it. Who is he in the Marvel shit? Solomon is the nigga with the doctor nigga that got his shit fucked up. Damn, what's the doctor nigga? Doctor Strange. Solomon is Doctor Strange, y'all. Don't listen to me.
This man of his time. However, a lesser-known aspect of Solomon's life is his connection with the mystical world. According to legend, during the construction of the temple in Jerusalem, he encountered Ognius, a mysterious creature who frequently disrupted and stole from the construction site. This demon was also said to torment a young man whom Solomon dearly loved. In response, Solomon prayed and received assistance from the archangel Michael, who gave him a magical ring and a seal with a 5-pointed star symbol. With these, Solomon not only subdued Ognias, but also controlled 72 other demons, forming a mysterious army. While not confirmed in the Bible, the stories of Solomon and his demon army have become an integral part of folk culture and mythology. They paint a complex picture of Solomon as a wise king and a mystical sorcerer who used both divine power and magic to rule and protect his nation. Solomon and the 72 demons. Solomon, the son of King David, is renowned.
I move without legs and I am heard without a voice.
The fuck is this?
Nothing. Nothing is more powerful than God.
Oh, this shit is clean, bro. See, look at it. This shit's clean. What the fuck is that? The Jinx King?
Well, answer well, Suleiman, but I have yet to truly test your wisdom. You sit on your throne, believing your kingdom will last for eternity. I move without legs and I am heard without a voice.
That shit was fire, bro.
King Solomon was known to fight and command demons, and an artifact has been found about it. An ancient amulet pendant from the 5th century AD depicting the prophet Solomon on horseback spearing a demon was discovered at the site of Hadrianopolis in Anatolia. The pendant's front has the inscription, "Our Lord has overcome evil," and the reverse lists the names of the angels Azrael, Gabriel, Michael, and Israfil. It is considered a significant artifact, as no similar examples have been found in this region before, and it likely belonged to a cavalry unit stationed at Hadrianopolis. The Prophet Solomon is an important figure in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and was considered a protective figure for the Roman and Byzantine cavalry. The finding was made during excavations at Hadrianopolis, an ancient settlement known for its mosaics. King Solomon was known to fight and command.
You are a ruler beyond mere material objects. Let me hold it, just for a moment. And we shall see if I remain bound by your wisdom alone.
Okay, thank you for watching this short teaser. And before we get into the documentary, I want to give you a little background on what you just saw. This story is inspired by Jewish folklore. Most people know Solomon for his wisdom and for building the temple, but there's this mystical side to it. So I find that really fascinating. Using cutting-edge AI tool is a great opportunity to
tell a story.
Make this story.
In the heart of ancient Jerusalem, where the sacred and the sublime intertwined, reigned a king whose wisdom was unparalleled and whose power was vast. Solomon, son of David, the third king of Israel, was renowned not just for his wealth and wisdom, but for his profound connection to the divine. It is said that Solomon could speak with the birds, command the elements, and even bend the will of demons. Gifted with wisdom beyond his years, Solomon was entrusted with a powerful artifact, the Seal of Solomon, a ring said to bear the name of God. With it, he commanded the forces of nature, animals, and spirits alike.
Watch the full
This seal
episode on
gave
YouTube.
Solomon dominion over the supernatural realm, enabling him to harness the power of jinn and demons to build his empire, and notably the first temple of Jerusalem, a marvel of engineering and faith. But among these entities, one stood out, a demon king named Ashmedai, known in some traditions as Asmodeus. Crafty, cunning, and filled with malice, Ashmedai was unlike any Solomon had encountered. Legends speak of a time when Solomon sought Ashmedai's aid to build his great temple, recognizing that only such a powerful demon could help him achieve his monumental task. Ashmedai, known for his cleverness, saw an opportunity where others saw only submission. He knew that Solomon's greatest strength was not his ring, but his wisdom, and he used that very wisdom to plant a seed of doubt. With calculated flattery, the Demon King began his subtle manipulation.
Great King, your wisdom is the true source of your power. Surely you do not need this ring to control me, for you are a ruler beyond mere material objects. Let me hold it, just for a moment. and we shall see if I remain bound by your wisdom alone. You are a ruler beyond mere material objects.
Yo, I want to see the rest of that. I'm sorry, I want to see the rest of that. I gotta see the rest of that, y'all. I want to see what this is about. I want to see. I like them Bible stories, man. Them shits be fire, bro. Okay, we got that one. Is this one? Is the next one? This shit is fire, bro. I might be stuck here for a minute. They got a lot of fire shit. Whoever this is, this shit is fire. The graphics, man, this shit is fucking fire, bro. She is not a pharaoh's daughter. She is the queen of Ethiopia. She was Ethiopia's queen. So the people that saying this is wrong. She's beautiful. Queen Sheba. Come on, man. Give me the whole story, bro. Come on. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me.
I am the one who has seen the rise and fall of kings and kingdoms. Suleiman, king of Israel, I've come to test your famed wisdom. What is the greatest power that neither can see nor touch? Minds of creations.
Yo. Fire, bro. I just went to the beginning, bro. I'm not even gonna fuck this shit. This is finna be about this. I'm gonna get to the beginning of how this shit start out. And I'm finna let this bitch roll. This shit is fire, bro. I like how this shit look. That shit look fire. Okay, look like they started doing something like the same type of shit. Let's start off with this Nebula. Let's do this first. That shit look fire, bro. That shit look fire. Okay, we're gonna go up. What is this, man? Right. Oh, they got the angels coming up out of the water. Come on, that shit is incredible. That shit looks incredible. Ancient giants from their endless world of iron crumbles. Oh shit. Look at that shit like wise man on this shit. They're giants. This shit is fire. Bro, who was the creator of this shit? Bro, I hope you see your work it's marvelous. I love it. I'm finna watch all of your shit for a hot second. You got my attention. Oh shit, that's fire. The little music behind it. Oh, that shit is fucking fire. Hey y'all, you fucking masterpiece, AI. I know you did this for AI, bro. What AI machine did you use? I want to do my own shit like this. Oh, we gotta keep going up. Am I going the right way? I hope I'm going the right way.
We have shown you the signs. We have shown you the signs. You have turned away from your Lord. We have sent upon you the staff of servants, and you still harden your heart.
Which way am I going? Hold on.
And you would not listen. We have sent the frogs to cover your land.
Z-Y, this none-name ass motherfucker, whoever this is. That's what I just watched right there. I need to go upward. Yeah, see, I need to go that way. See, I went the wrong way. I need to go here. Why did they take this one off? Let's go with this one first. Yes, we're going to watch anyway. I'm going the wrong way. Let's watch this. Hold on, let's see. See, we're going the right way. See?
We have shown you the signs, and you have turned away from your Lord.
I think we're going. Watch it. So we're gonna go and let this one play. I'm gonna let this one play. I'm gonna get your shit on. No, not you, play.
From these unit.
No, not you, play boy. We going that way. We going up.
We have shown you the signs, and you have turned away from your Lord. We have sent upon you the staff of servants, and you still harden your heart. We have sent the blood, and you would not listen. We have sent the frogs to cover your land, and yet you remain defiant. We have sent the locusts to devour your crops, but you did not heed. We have sent the boil, and your heart grew harder still. We have sent the heaven to destroy, but you ignore the truth. We have sent the darkness, and you refuse to see. We have shown you the sign, and you have declined your Lord. Now the seasons are.
I like that. I like that.
Is here.
Fall of Pharaoh. Go up. We're going up. There we go. This is coming from the journey. Alright. We're gonna watch it anyway, bitch.
Speak your desires, and I shall bring them to pass.
So fucking
my child.
What the fuck? This is fire, bro. This gotta be AI, bro. Hey, only AI do fire shit like this. Like, come on, this is AI, man. How do you do this? I want to be able to do this type of shit, man. I got a lot in my brain that I can make come to like this, man. How do you do this?
I was scared.
God damn, how you do this?
I was a coward.
Oh, hold on. Y'all can't even see the whole screen, bro.
I'm sorry to let you down, kid.
All right.
I'm not the My child, why do you seek another when I, your God, stand before you? Speak your desires, and I shall bring them to pass.
Believe in him. He is our God. He is our God. Trust in him.
This imagery is fucking incredible. This is all AI, bro. Next. Hold up, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way, y'all. I need to go this way. They got a lot. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, they got a lot. Let's go from here. Then we can just go down. We're gonna go down. They got a lot.
Bow to your God. You come and bring me all your pain. Sacrifice, and up and get it right. And nothing matters in hell.
That shit is fucking fire. How do you do that?
And nothing
I want to learn how you do that. How you fucking do that? How y'all doing that, bro? Y'all ain't doing it on y'all own.
Many people ask me, what is the language the demon speaking? Well, it's not Arabic, it's not Spanish, it's not French. It's actually an ancient demonic language. So if you haven't seen the pilot, go check it out. Many people ask me, what is the language?
Lost in the echo.
Bro, y'all gotta give me something long, bro. Y'all not finna keep giving me all these short ass shit, bro. Where the long shit at, bro? What is shit that's at least 2 or 3 minutes, bro? Like, come on now. Stop giving me this. Bro, if this shit is short, bro, I'm finna get off your shit, bro. Like, for real.
Just as he was risen,
shit, bro. Like,
they will rise from the earth and spread like a flood across the world.
All these little teasers, bro. Fuck that, bro. We don't want these teasers, bro. We trying to watch something. See how you can get lost in some shit,
the Earth
bro.
Is flat,
You like some
the Earth
shit
is
where you
flat,
doing they don't got
stationary,
enough
and
for you.
enclosed by
I
a
don't like
glass
that, bro.
dome known as the firmament,
I don't like
which
that.
contains the sun, moon, and stars, all of which move.
Women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here, and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office. I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit. To her, women come and
Israel in the Bible is not the same Israel that we have today. People are over here thinking that...
I don't want to hear that from you, lady.
Hey, y'all answer the phone. I got something to share with y'all. Y'all want to see the ultimate crash out?
No.
I want to talk with everybody today about something which 99.9% of our viewers have never, ever even heard of. And that is that there actually exists 2 entire surahs that were written and preserved that are not placed in the current Quran.
I never read the Quran in my life.
The narrations
So I'm not even,
that these surahs were from the Quran. One of them is called Surat An-Nawrain, the Surah of the 2 lights. And another surah is called Surat Al-Wilaya. Have you ever heard of these 2? I want to talk with everybody today about something which 99.9%.
At one point in time, black women's hair had become so intimidating that the governor of Louisiana decided to completely outlaw and make it illegal for black women to wear their hair out in public. The Teen Young Law was put into place in 1786. The style at the time for black women was to wear our hair out. The main part is our hair was covered in jewels and gems and jewelry and feathers and beads and all types of embellishments. And then all of a sudden, white women, these are facts, not opinions, so please, if white women were not liking what was happening. there was an animosity that was tangible in the air. Okay? White women were going to the local newspapers, who were then going to the governor, complaining that the autonomy was beginning to upset the local white women. And the governor already had a little bit of tension towards black women. He was quoted as saying that black women had too much luxury in their bearing, meaning they were too haughty, they were too self-assured, they were too confident with who they were as people. So he had no problem with putting this into law. The Teen Young Law basically stated that black women were not allowed to be seen out in public with their hair. They had to wear a knotted headdress, so a headscarf with a big knot in the front, or a handkerchief. So you know what happened next? Black women followed the rules, and we started to wear headdresses and handkerchiefs.
Thank you.
But you know what happened?
95% of our life is coming from the programs that we get in the first 7 years of life. The movie The Matrix is not science fiction, it's a documentary. Every human, and it's a fact, every human first 7 years is downloaded hypnosis. The brain of a child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. And the idea is this: before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of? It's sort of like I buy a new iPod and I take it out of the box and I push play and nothing happens, and you think, oh my God, I spent all the money and the damn thing isn't working. And then some little 7-year-old kid comes up and says, well, mister, you didn't download any music. How are you going to play something? 95% of our life, this is a fact, comes from those programs in the subconscious. Every day, only about 5% of their life are you using conscious, which is creative. 5%. They've been saying that for 400 years because they knew 7 years was the program period. And 95% of your life after that will be whatever that program is. And that's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich, because of programming.
Thoughts and frequencies, man. Why is everybody on this frequency shit? What does that mean?
95% of our life is coming from the programs that we get in the first 7 years of life. The movie The Matrix.
I seen one chick, comedian chick, doing that. What the fuck is that? Come on, man. What does that do for you? Like, now I sound stupid because I don't know about it and I'm talking about it. Well, I need to shut the fuck up. All right.
Being a boy mom is why I don't have sympathy for a lot of stupid shit that women do. And this is a follow-up.
Now, please again understand very clearly.
Man, I lost faith in this nigga. This nigga hurts.
Actually change the world.
You be lying,
Check it out, check it out. About to show y'all what this bitch is all about. My pen game is Saddam Hussein to your brain. So insane, I got him in chains like a slave. Never been afraid, go against the grain like a fade. A renegade, I blew up the lane like grenades. Now what you know about writing every rhyme, spitting every flow and bodying every line. My body, everybody, my body of work shines. When it's all said and done, I'm the greatest of all time. Young and reckless, they called us bitches and hoes. Only God can judge me, cause heaven only knows. It's harder to live right when you living in sin. I used to think the best thing in life was chasing men. The preacher's daughter, I wanted fame and the glory. But I ain't tripping, cause it's all part of my story. Yeah. Dear Father, forgive me for my sins, but I'm chasing my dreams cause I was born to win. Born to win. Jill, you so right. It's the Queen's thing, baby. We bad bitches for life. I've been around the world 40 days, 40 nights, 40 carats, 40 chains, Miami Vice. Top of the world, top floor, penthouses, lobster and shrimp. One dinner is 10,000. Tell explicit, we going till whenever. September or November, October or December. I could have ended that better, but whatever.
I really work my body, sitting in my Bugatti, chilling while the killing hibachi, dripping Versace, tripping. I'm a nasty girl in the nasty world, make the classiest. In fact, I just wanna take a nasty tour. Was an introvert, naughty, but I'm in the dirt, and I'm a seeing bullies. Gotta ask me for a picture first. But the first day to work, still on top. We're from the block to the billboard charts, and I still won't stop. He doesn't land on land, you a fan of bad. He cocked him, sitting on the couch, watching anime, big watch with a big chain, a big house that Biscayne. I switched out that big flame, my big mouth got big thing.
They say you can't make a hoe a housewife. I beg different. Gray sweats turn into lingerie in a minute. Proud Mary, proud mommy, I does it all. Made it through the struggle, stumble but never fall. Look, you wanna see me humble? I want the crown. Sky's the limit. Can't keep a good mom down. Gave my soul to you. Body was all in the above. In the end, you was looking for a teenage love. I'm a queen though, I glow. Kick him to the side on my Mary J. Blige. I'm not gonna cry. I'm a grown ass woman, need a man, not a boy. Tricks are for kids, and you can never play me like a toy. After everything I gave you, cooked and bathed you, I was that woman, and I never would have played you. But too bad, you lost the best you ever had, and I'm still fly. I bring.
If we try to live in the world of pure thought, we begin to feel a strange, unsatisfactory quality to the world. And this living in pure thought is not something that is only done by, professors and intellectuals and thinking people. Perfectly ordinary people often live in the world of pure thought. As, for example, when we pursue certain goals in life, when we say, I want to be successful, I want to be happy, these are really abstractions. Because supposing you become enormously wealthy and you're able to afford 3 cars and 6 houses, you can't drive in 3 cars at once. You can't live in 6 houses at once. You have a symbol, which we call prestige, of your status, but that is an abstract symbol. You can't eat prestige. You can't eat success. You can't eat prestige. You can't eat success. If we try.
Gen X, these people just don't know what they've done. You've woken up Gen X. I mean, you just don't understand what you've done. Gen X, their first lesson in science was to take a magnifying glass and angle it just so the sun comes through it and torch live bugs, burn them to death. These people literally spent their childhood beating the shit out of each other just to be best friends for life after. Pain doesn't exist for these people. They would play tackle football in the middle.
I listen to a lot of things. First, I want to connect some dots here because they are connected. Okay? When Donald Trump was on the Joe Rogan podcast, they had a conversation about aliens. Not ones Trump wants to deport. Okay? The ones from other planets. Let's listen.
There's a lot of interest in it. One of the things that there's a lot of interest in the people coming from space, Yes. And I know you're interested.
Oh, I'm very interested in that. How much did they tell you about that?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they tell you?
Well, it's never been my thing, I have to be honest. I interviewed jet pilots that say they saw something, and they said, we saw things, sir, that were very strange. Like a round ball, but it wasn't a comet or a meteor. It was something. And it was going 4 times faster than an F-22, which is a very fast plane,
That's dot one. But there's a man named Cliff High. You should Google Cliff High. He's a researcher known for developing a technique called predictive linguistics, which involves analyzing internet data to predict future events. And based off that conversation with President Trump and Joe Rogan, he predicted a future event. Let's listen.
But what we do have some justification for suggesting is that there will be 39 days between the temporal marker of the Trump interview and the appearance of this visible contention. The visible contention, space aliens. Okay, so we have a sort of very complex kind of Independence Day kind of right? Nobody will know who the hell is doing what with whom. Now, so anyway, now we have a strange thing where there's swarms of 20-foot drones flying around military bases. So, no, nobody knows who owns these drones, who's controlling them. At least they're not telling us guys.
Now, my whole life, 1 + 1 has equaled 2. But then I heard Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan, and regardless of what he thinks about math, 1 + 1 still equals 2. Trump and Rogan had this conversation. Cliff High, who previously predicted the 2004 Indonesian tsunami, stated that an alien invasion will be triggered 39 days after Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan. Trump's interview took place on October 25, 2004, marking the start of the countdown. We first started seeing these SUV-sized drones on December 3rd. Either we are in the midst of one of the greatest social experiments of all time, one of the greatest pranks of all time, or we're being invaded by aliens. Okay, according to Cliff High, the alien invasion will involve air battles between UFOs and military forces, with UFOs even engaging in combat among themselves. Listen, I don't know what's happening. I just know that White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby is telling us these SUV-sized drones are manned aircraft. It's not one, it's not two, it's not several, it's a lot of them. One of my people in Jersey sent me a video last night of 8 of them over her neighborhood. If this is manned aircraft, then whose mans is this? Okay, who are these men? Are they little and green? And why are we okay with what's happening? Kirby, your statement didn't answer any questions. For me, it raised even more because I'm a common sense purist. This is what happens when they keep us looking down at our phones. We are slaves to the lies that our smartphones tell us, and it causes us to ignore the realities all around us. You can call people like Cliff Eye crazy. You can call them a conspiracy theorist, but I don't see it being a coincidence that he predicted an alien invasion would happen 39 days after Trump's appearance on Joe Rogan, when they was on there talking about the aliens, and then all of a sudden flying SUVs are all over New Jersey. Why are they just flying over our residential areas? What if they crash into our houses? What's the mission? Is this even lawful? Why wasn't the public informed about these operations ahead of time? Look, man, American government, it's okay to be honest with the American people. Just admit either you don't know what's going on up there, or you do, and it's not something you want us to know about. Because all Black Twitter gonna do is make jokes anyway. Okay, the American people not gonna care unless you tell us it's the Kardashians and Taylor Swift up there driving one of those SUV-sized drones. Look, we can avoid reality, but you cannot avoid the consequences of avoiding reality. I don't know what reality currently is, and I don't know what the consequences of avoiding it will be. But I just want us to be aware of what our current reality truly is. Please give White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby the biggest hee-haw. I listen to a lot of things. First, I want to connect some dots.
What's your first name? Jarrell. Jarrell. I'm sorry, I mispronounced. We're looking for your brother, Ben. What do you do, man? Well, he's got a new charge on top of all the other stuff he's already fighting. And what do you mean with it? What new charge? Okay, well, he got eluding, and then he also got assault on a law enforcement officer, which is not the first one. I ain't never heard nothing like that. Okay. Well, it's there.
I ain't never heard nothing like that.
No. Okay. Well, then we're going to need to poke our heads in and take a look. Because it's a serious offense. Okay. So we're going to come in and take a look. All right? No? All right. Why don't you step over here for me? No, I'm good. Okay? You get off the property. Yeah, I'm not going to get off your property, like not even a little bit. Because we know he's here. We've had surveillance in the area. We're good to go. Got a warrant? Okay. This is going to happen.
The nigga said, where's the warrant, nigga?
I don't think so. Do you see my partner right there?
What's your for? I'm here at the back, almost to the back side. I'm wondering if this is a part of the other apartment or is this part of the house?
What's your first name? Jarrell. Jarrell. I'm sorry, I mispronounced.
You're not going in the house, bro.
You think because you prayed a prayer or you came to an altar, you can just say, ask the Lord into your heart and then live any way that you want? No, family. The devil is a liar. He said when you recognize in your life habitual, watch this word, willful practices of sin, the Lord looks at you and says, son, daughter, you better watch. Cut it off. You better stop it. So you're going to end up back in Matthew 7. They came to me and said, Lord,
we do not have a language. We do not have a land. We do not have a culture. We don't have hierarchy. We don't have family fold or structure. We don't have anything. We're at the bottom of the totem pole. You have a lot of gay men with men and women with women because that was the beginning of them trying to break up a household and making sure we don't, flourish the earth with more of our people, our children, distractions that led us from caring about culture and language and land and family. Our people don't even want to get married. Like, they just took that out of our mind. But you come here, that's like the first thing y'all thinking about, like, when I'm going to get my wife and husband. I love it.
2 weeks ago, I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports.
Yes.
Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue because you'll never win another race. The NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? No? Are you not going to comply with it? I'm complying with the state and federal law. We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
That should be a real easy one.
And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Whoa!
2 weeks ago, I
I'm tired of you bitches getting under my comments trying to act like the moral police. Listen, I'll stop calling y'all bitches when y'all stop shaking y'all ass to artists that call y'all bitches. Matter of fact, I'll stop calling y'all bitches when y'all stop calling each other bad bitches. Until then, bitch, 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 bitch. I'm tired of you bitches getting under my comments trying to act like the moral police.
Trump was asked today if he was prepared to take Canada through military force. Guys, watch this video below. I'd love to hear your comments afterwards.
Work under the assumption that you're serious about making Canada the 51st state of the United States. The leader of the Conservative Party in Canada said, under no circumstance will it ever be the 51st state.
Maybe he won't win, but maybe he will. I don't
to and suggested.
Listen, I don't care what he says.
Sir Lopez, you're considering military force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire?
No, economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada.
You gotta love Trump. But I can't let that keep going though. But shit, if they was, man, I can go to Canada when I want to. Hey. Yeah. I keep my mouth. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, and I ain't feeling that bad. Fuck your secret, nigga. This nigga's hilarious.
And look, when you follow all the commandments that have been done, that's what Jesus said for mama. That's it. We ain't got to talk about the other 10. They don't exist. That was man. Thou shalt not steal. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Just love. If you love motherfucker, you ain't gonna steal from. Stop playing. Wait. Just love. That's love. Thou shalt not commit adultery. If you love motherfucker, you ain't gonna go out cheating your wife and keep fucking. Stop playing with me. It's love. Thou shalt not make false idols. So, everything is love. That's what I'm mama.
It is. Everything is love.
So I gotta go. Thou shalt not kill. Love. So if you love him, you ain't gonna kill him. You love your daughter. Yeah.
Did you kill him?
I mean, would you kill him?
Nope.
Kill him?
Hell no. He right. Everything is love, bro. Everything. Maybe he ain't as dumb as I think.
Jesus told you. Only one commandment.
Damn, he done proved me wrong twice.
And look, when you follow,
everything is love.
Heidi ho, bitch, we're talking about quantum superposition, and I'm going to break it down for you like you're a child, okay? So what if I told you that your reality is literally following your lead, like a movie where you're the director and the screenwriter and the star, okay? But the problem is most people are walking around like side characters in their own freaking life. That's you, okay? You're stuck in the background. You're reacting to the plot of it all instead of driving it. And if that's you, and it is, let's change that shit right now, okay? This isn't just mindset talk. This is quantum physics, neuroscience, and energy hacking all rolled into one. Because if you can lock in your main character energy, the entire world will shift around you like a simulation glitching in real time. This is real shit, guys, okay? Why? Because quantum physics, this is a feedback loop. Your self-perception is...
No.
You gotta watch this video.
The amount of fallen angels.
Heidi ho, bitch, we're talking...
No, she's lying to y'all. That's when you get them people like, shit, you must have realized there's other people around her. Like, she acting like it's only her. No, when you get thinking like that, this old quantum physics, no, it ain't. She's lying. You are the main character in your own script, but you gotta realize you're in a world with other people too, nigga. You can't act like the world revolves around you. And this is what I'm getting from this fucking deal. Are y'all? Like, I don't know. This is what I'm getting from Shawty. I ain't even forget about no play.
I watched this video.
The amount of fallen angels that came down with him have not multiplied. It's still the same number. So he has to be very intelligent and create a system by which he can multiply darkness. And so he doesn't
what is she doing?
You gotta watch this video.
The amount of fallen angels that came down with him have not multiplied. it's still the same number. So he has to be very intelligent and create a system by which he can multiply darkness. And so he doesn't have to attack every generation. He just needs to program the first generation.
What? You gotta watch this video. What the fuck was that, bro? Like, okay, that was loud. It was on my speaker. My speaker got loud, rumbled, and made it fall. Okay, that's simple. All right. I'm tripping. But then it's showing me this after this. After this shit here talking about some this, it's showing me. It knew I would have liked her. It knew I would have liked this. What's after this?
Like, they should paint a picture.
Reality.
You call your ex, right? You like, my ex want to see me tonight. I'm gonna go see my ex. We not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna go see him.
So
now you want to bathroom and you trying to get ready to see your ex. Now you done told yourself we ain't gonna do nothing. We just chilling. But while you're getting ready to see your ex, you shave. Let's talk about it. We grown, right? This is about our 20 something. So let's just get real. You go shave. You put on your push-up bra. You like, oh yeah, I know he gonna be looking at me. You put on your smell goods. You ain't even left the house yet, and you already operating out of the spirit of seduction. But you completely don't went into seduction out of order already. You ain't left the house yet. You start imagining how he finna have you tonight. You start smiling. In your heart, you done lusted. You're out of order. You ain't even left the house yet. You done seen.
I ain't fuck with you, man.
Last time you refused to leave the property or identify your residency.
I'm about to go to the school.
Okay, so go. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be detained. You do not live on property. You refuse to identify. And you refuse to leave. Property security, that's what we're here for.
Property security.
Property security. I'm property control. 33.
What's your name?
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not a police officer. You don't pay my paycheck. My taxes don't do nothing about me.
When Bang put his hand on that man's shoulder and said, "Do you feel in charge?"
What the hell is going on?
The plan is proceeding as expected.
Oh, really? Do I look like I'm running Wayne Enterprises right now? Your hit on the stock exchange, it didn't work, my friend. And now you have my construction crews going around the city at 24 hours a day. How exactly is that supposed to help my company absorb Wayne's? No, stay here. I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
God damn. Paid you a small fortune.
Democrats don't believe Trump when he says Doge is finding fraud. They say he doesn't have any evidence. Well, today, the president brought receipts.
$520 million for a consultant on the environment. $25 million to promote biodiversity, conservation, and promote illicit livelihoods.
It's like it's... No, my bad.
Young
Trump.
people, I would
My bad, Trump.
Democrats don't...
It's like it's all to promote gay shit, bro. Like... Yeah, I ain't that nigga, bro. Like, that shit don't matter to me. It don't affect my life, but... It seemed like all that shit was all just promote the same-sex people can have sex together. I mean, it seems... I'm confused. I don't know what I'm talking about. I only graduated high school.
Don't believe Trump when he says Doge is finding fraud. They say he doesn't have any evidence. Well, today, the president brought receipts.
$520 million for a consultant on the environment. $25 million to promote biodiversity, conservation, and promote illicit livelihoods by developing socially responsible behavior in the country of Colombia. Well, that's nice. $25 million going to Colombia for something that nobody ever heard of. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. $19 million for biodiversity conservation in Nepal. $1.5 million for voter confidence. We want to give them confidence in Liberia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well. They're doing a lot better than we do in the schools, aren't they?
$500 million for an environmental consultant. I am in the wrong business. We're sending $50 million to schools in Asia while we shut down schools in America. Like W said, is our children learning? Call 911. I'd like to report a murder.
I understand that even a temporary interruption in federal employment is a great crisis, a catastrophe for you and for CNN. What the American people see is a government that is finally delivering a promise of accountability under President Trump. You want to have a conversation about transparency. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any idea where the $22 billion that the Department of Health and Human Services provided to illegal aliens?
Hey, young people, I want to let y'all know right now, we raising the retirement age from 65 to 70. So now you got to...
You ain't a killer, you still learning how to walk. The machine to his stories, learning how to talk. Your life flash for your eyes, it's your final thoughts. Won't get the picture till you're drawn outside with chalk. Chop off hands, fools be hard to reach. Cats get pounds, but they won't lift an arm for me. I got a part in me, guns from the armory. I don't need arteries, 4 minutes what I squeeze. I make it hard to...
The largest portal in the world. And there it is.
There it is.
Right before your eyes. And we are on our way to this portal. Oh my God. This motherfucker is massive.
Massive.
Y'all.
Shawty got the fur on it. Damn, hold on, white boy.
Never forget, we're sitting there, everybody, in the dorm room, everybody's kind of hanging out.
What the fuck? How you know my probation?
You do know you're black.
Fuck you know my probation, bitch. Bitch, you been telling us about my probation, bitch.
You're black. You know that, right? And I was like, I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
And she was like,
all right, fuck that.
They're looking at each other like, what? They think they're being punked. Like, what is going on? They're like, which one of your parents is black? And I said, neither. And they're
what?
Like,
that's
what?
Bullshit.
Go get a mirror. Go get a mirror. She hasn't seen one. Go get a mirror.
So literally my student says, look at you.
This man who was a good man, a good provider, you cheated on him.
He was a good provider, but he wasn't a good husband. If that makes sense.
No, it absolutely doesn't.
Does.
You sound like he was a better husband than you were a wife. The bottom line is you said he was a good man, a provider male, doing his part, and he divorced you because you cheated on him. Fine, I make no judgment either way, but you can't say that he wasn't a good husband and have that have any credibility with me or the audience, because it's like, well, what else are you going to say? In all honesty, why should you be able to take it off? When you had a husband and you had 2 children with him, and you said he was a good...
Are there any books that were decided, and how do they pick the order that these stories are in the Bible? And are there any books that were excluded?
Yes.
Where there's debate on it?
Yeah, great question. This is the issue of what's sometimes called the canon of Scripture.
Right.
So very early on, when you have Christians having these conversations, the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, there's unanimous agreement about those. Particularly, and that's not to say that there aren't other Gospels that pop up. It's that you have this chain of custody that goes back to the earliest Jesus community. Jesus has disciples, and there's a group of individuals who we call the Apostolic Fathers, who are the disciples of Jesus' disciples. And so they comment on the books that the disciples of Jesus, or the people within the community of the disciples of Jesus wrote. And so we actually have a very close connection to the time. And we see early on that you have guys like Ignatius of Antioch arguing that there are only 4 Gospels in the 2nd century, and there couldn't be any more than 4. Or Theophilus of Antioch makes the similar argument, and they name early Christianity. Now, Ignatius of Antioch also talks about other Gospels, but he specifically highlights the fact that the Gospel of Thomas, Gospel of Truth, Gospel of the Hebrews, Gospel of these ones that we kind of hear about, Mary, Judas, that the reason we know that they're not associated with the names that are attached to them is because they're being written in times when those people were dead, and they have these rings of pagan philosophy that are incorporated into them, which is completely foreign to 1st century Judaism. So Jesus would not have, so in the Gospel of James, Jesus is worshiping a goddess named Sophia. It's like, okay, well, no first century Jews can do that. That's obviously paganism. And so we have these early conversations.
Hold on.
But when...
Hold on, bro. I thought...
Jews can do that. That's obviously paganism. And so we have... And they have these rings of pagan philosophy that are incorporated into them, which is completely foreign to first century Judaism. So Jesus would not have, so in the Gospel of James, Jesus is worshiping a goddess named Sophia. It's like, okay, well, no first century Jews can do that. That's obviously paganism. And so we have these early conversations. But when Christians are thinking about, well, what is and isn't Scripture, the earliest Christians are Jews who believe in Jesus as the Messiah. And the Jews have this idea that the promises...
I learned that Messiah is not God. I thought Messiah mean God. T.I., you named your son Messiah. I bet you didn't know it didn't mean God.
God are followed up by the writings, the documents that establish those. So the word is often used as covenant, right? God makes a covenant with people, and that's always followed up by written text. So this is why sometimes, well, in the case of Moses, it's literally inscribed on a tablet, right? And in the prophets, sometimes you get this command, write this on a scroll, inscribe this on a tablet. And that the Jewish scriptures in Jesus' day were seen as a story in search of a conclusion, because they were looking for this figure, this Mashiach, the Messiah, who would come and fulfill things like the reign of David. So they're talking about these things. They're actually expecting them to happen. And so the story in search of a conclusion in the Christian understanding is that Jesus is that individual. He comes and he does things like he says at the Last Supper, right before his crucifixion, that he's establishing a new covenant in his blood. And so the earliest Christians, mostly who are Jews, who believe in Jesus as the Messiah, they see, okay, there's a new covenant, which is actually promised in...
All right, Rob, bro.
Yo, they made a deal with the devil to take you out, and they failed miserably. Hear me out, fam. Hear me out. This is going to get good right now. So check this out. A lot of these beings, these narcissists, evil people, they made an actual deal with a demon, with the devil, to take you out. But here's the deal. They've been doing this before. They've done this many times to one of their victims, but the people they've done it to before, they took them out. And these people weren't chosen ones. There were other demons or other people that have to go through karmic lessons or whatnot. But here's where it got interesting. These people, their head got too big, right? So the devil himself came to them, right? They conjured up a demon. Some it was Satan himself. But these people conjured up a demon, right? Because they were doing so good at taking these other people out that the demon came to them and was like, yo, listen, you've been doing such a good job giving us souls and giving us people that we're very proud of you. We're so proud of you right now. But listen, we got a test for you. And this one, we're really going to reward you if you succeed in winning this one. And they were gassed, like, yeah, you know, I'm ready for it, because they took all these people out before in the past. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, yeah, we're ready. So they were like, you see that one over there? I want you to make that one go crazy. I want that one I want that one sold over there. And they were like, oh, this is going to be easy. You want to know why? Oh, shit, this is going to get good. Because the people that they took out before, the demons and all these other people that they gave up to these demons before, these people that they took out before were like gangsters and tough people. People that look like they in the mafia and the mob, you know, or even girls that think they got it going on, guys that got it like this and that and the third, whatever. But these people look tougher than you, right? So they got gassed. They like, yo, I took out those people before. I could definitely take that one out over there. So what happened with that one over there, which is you? They looked your way, right? And as they were looking your way, they were like, yo, they saw an earth angel, but they didn't see an earth angel. They just saw somebody, you know, just chilling, somebody that seems nice, innocent. That was you, pure-hearted. They were like, yo, if I could take out those monsters I can definitely take that one out over there. That's gonna be easy cake. So the demon was like, okay, so do you accept the mission? And they were like, hell yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake. This is gonna be a doozy. As a matter of fact, this is gonna be the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. You know what I'm saying? And the demon was like, yeah, I'm gonna reward you big time. Because you know what I'm saying? You take that one over there, you give me that one soul over there, oh man, your reward is gonna be huge. So they were like, easy money, easy cake. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. So then when they tried it with you, they failed miserably. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Yo, this is gonna get good, fam. Here's what's gonna get crazy. You see that innocent little pure-hearted person that they saw over there? That was actually a warrior in sheep's clothing. Not a wolf, not a lion, a warrior of the Most High. A warrior of the Most High. It's like...
Lost me, bro. I don't know the story.
And look, why do I want to do the research? And I'm trying to come to you to read and put you out. I'm the research. I'm trying to be the research. And remember, you fighting the case where a nigga say, he knocked out his over. Nigga, I'm fighting this shit. He's dead, nigga. Call his mama. He's dead. Call his mama. But see, this is how it's about to end up. You gonna go in there with your confidence, you gonna put me out because you're a UFC fighter. I give you, you're a UFC fighter. You're going in there with the little paper, you're a UFC fighter, you're gonna put me out. But see, this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna go in here with your spar, you're gonna think you're about to go around and do all what you're about to do, and that's gonna set off the back, nigga, when I hit you and knock you out, and when your body locked up, you see the nigga get shot, and his body locked up, when the nigga get shot, nigga gonna lock, nigga gonna lock like a cane hit your ass. That nigga gonna lock like a cane hit you.
And the crazy part about it, I will let you hit
So we fighting. So we fight in 60 days, right?
Hey,
so we fight, right? So we fight.
I want to see this.
I'm just asking.
I want to see this.
You need 60 or no 30?
No, 30.
40.
You need 30 days?
Nigga.
Okay, baby.
Man, no. No, you know what? Hey, give me 40 for the set.
40?
Give me 40 for the set.
You know why I do that for you?
So hey, all right. So in 40 days, we get down. Just look, we locked in. We gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell you, let the best man win. But the only thing I can tell you is this: I know what I'm gonna do to you. You need to figure out what you're gonna do to me. And look, why do I want to do the research?
Now wait a minute.
That's too loud.
In 1611, King James commissioned
I like this.
48 translators. One of them is William Shakespeare. Now, William Shakespeare was 46 years old. Now, and he put his signature in the Bible. Now, if you want to find William Shakespeare's signature in the Bible, you go to Psalm 46. Because Shakespeare was 46 years old, and then you count 46 words from the top, you go down, you get Sheik, and then you go to the last part of that chapter, of that psalm, you count 46 words, you go up, you're going to get Spear, Shakespeare, because he wanted to put his signature in the Bible. So there's only one person who has a signature, King James. So the 48 translators wanted to put also their signatures. So he refused them. So because they were Freemasons, they were members of the secret society, they deal with coding and numerology and secret messaging. So that is how Shakespeare hid his signature in Psalm 46 behind 46 words, because he was 46 years old when he translated the English. He didn't like that. In 1611, King James.
In debt. I don't know if you can see that, but that's 106,121 for every single person in America. So if Elon...
21 days, I want you to keep your mind on what you want and keep it off of it.
Call me crazy, maybe I'll sacrifice. If you keep bagging right, I need consistency. Baby, I love you love me so good.
Sorry, bro, I can't keep
I am fascinated by this. I'll say it. I'm absolutely fascinated by the way the mind works, the way the hive works. I'm fascinated. I cover it on my show. You are correct. It is trending. And that's when Emma gets up and does a video and says something like, it's chic to be divorced before you're 30. It is absolutely fascinating to see how someone's mind can be so warped. You know, in the same way that I think it's fascinating fascinating when anybody does anything crazy or says anything crazy, and I cover it on my podcast. You know, I am not knocking it at all. I just tell people what the facts are. You can choose this lifestyle, and here is where you are 99.9% likely to lead in your life. You are probably not destined for marriage, or probably not destined for.
All right, Candace.
Okay, so I didn't know that so many of y'all were unfamiliar with.
Women have no clue what men want because y'all run around.
All right, my dad, you already gave us that.
Some people think I'm just playing around. Like, this is just a game. I've only just showed you all how this guy
you can't tell me nothing about Americans.
Everybody think that.
All right, this nigga, he 2 for 2, goddammit.
Everybody tricked the Lord. Right, everybody in church, they trick. They worship the devil. The devil got everybody in the trick. They got everybody thinking the light come from God, but the light really the devil. God come from the dark. They say God created the world in triple darkness. So that means that God, where he resides in the dark. But everybody follows the light.
Same, man. This nigga making sense, cuz.
God, they worship is God, but that's really the devil. Everybody tricked the Lord. Right? Everybody in church, they trick. They worship the devil. The devil got everybody in the trick. They got everybody thinking the light come from God, but the light really the devil. God come from the dark. They say God created the world in triple darkness. So that means that God, where he resides in the dark.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Is this nigga saying that the devil is light and God is darkness? Because God did create it out of nothing, right? And the devil is the light breaker. What the fuck going on, bro? Like, what the fuck? Say, man, why this crazy nigga making sense, bro? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm tripping. Hold on, let me ask my AI, man. Let me ask my AI this. Let me just ask and see what it's gonna give me. This is crazy, because this nigga making some sense. This old crazy looking nigga making sense. Hold on. I have a question for you. If God created everything out of darkness, meaning that God was in darkness at first, and if the devil is the light bringer, then, damn, what is my question? Is that correct, what I'm saying?
It sounds like you're exploring some deep philosophical and theological concepts. Your question touches on the themes of creation, light, darkness, and the nature of divinity. In many religious narratives, God is often associated with light, while darkness represents chaos or absence of understanding. When you mention that God created everything out of darkness, you might be referring to interpretations of creation that see the initial state as formless or void, which is one way some traditions describe the beginning. Meanwhile, the title of the Lightbringer is often associated with figures like Lucifer in certain interpretations, contrasting between good and evil, enlightenment and deception. So, your question seems to focus on the duality of light and darkness in relation to divinity. If I'm understanding you correctly, you're asking if it's correct to say that God was initially in darkness and that the devil represents the light. That's a thought-provoking perspective, and the interpretation can vary widely depending on different theological views. Would you like to delve deeper into any specific aspect of this topic?
Yes, I would like for you to answer the question. You just explain what I was saying to you. Can you answer the question?
Certainly, your question revolves.
Certainly. Your question revolves around the concepts of light and darkness in relation to the nature of God and the devil. You're suggesting that if God created everything out of darkness, it implies that God existed in a state of darkness initially. Additionally, you're linking the idea of the devil as the light bringer, which can be interpreted as a being that introduces knowledge or enlightenment, often in a rebellious or opposing sense to divine order. In many theological frameworks, God is often viewed as the ultimate source of light, while darkness represents chaos or absence of divine presence. The association of the devil as a light bringer can be understood in various ways, particularly in literary and philosophical contexts. So, To summarize, your inquiry challenges the traditional notions of light and darkness concerning divine creation and the nature of good and evil. It's a complex topic that has been interpreted in various ways throughout history, and it invites discussion about the dualities present in spiritual and moral narratives. Would you like to explore any specific angles on this topic further?
Tell me your answer to my question.
Your question posits that if God created everything out of darkness, then God existed in darkness
Just
initially,
explaining my
and if the
question.
devil is seen as the light bringer, it suggests a contradiction in the nature of divine and evil forces.
Okay.
The answer is that in many theological interpretations, God is not seen as existing in darkness but rather as the ultimate source of light and order. The creation out of darkness represents a state of formlessness or chaos, not a reflection of God's nature. The devil being
Okay, so if God was creating out of darkness, which is chaos, and out of chaos, he created Lucifer or the light bringer or whatever, which will be light, which so we can see. Which is, if in the Bible, biting the apple will give you knowledge, that's again helping human. So help me figure this out.
In summary, the idea that God created out of darkness, chaos, does not imply that he was in darkness or that chaos is inherently part of his nature. In many biblical interpretations, darkness symbolizes the absence of order and divine clarity, while light represents truth, knowledge, and divine presence. Lucifer, often referred to as the light bringer, represents a being who rebelled against God's order. His role in bringing knowledge, symbolized by the temptation of Adam and Eve.
See, you say Lucifer rebelled in his deal of order, but his order came out of chaos, which is darkness. So he did the right thing by going with God to create something different, which was to bring in light, which would, I don't know, man. It's like I can flip it to whatever I want. Like, you can flip this to make it's perspective wise. I don't know, man. I'm confused.
Certainly. Here's an assertive response to clarify the concepts. 1. God and creation. In biblical theology, God is seen as the source of order and light. When the creation story describes God creating out of darkness, it refers to forming order and life from a state of chaos, not that God is chaos or darkness himself. 2. Lucifer's role. Lucifer, often viewed as the light bringer, represents a complex figure. His rebellion against God does not signify a creation of new order but rather a challenge to the established divine order. His desire for knowledge and autonomy led to his fall, symbolizing a shift to...
Okay, hold on. Okay, which was first? The creation of man in the new world, or creating out of darkness, which came Satan after that? Like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like,
in the biblical creation narrative, as found in the book of Genesis, the sequence is as follows. 1. Creation out of darkness. The very first event is God's creation of the world out of darkness and chaos.
Okay.
Genesis 1:1-3 describes that in the beginning, the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. God said, "Let there be light," creating order and bringing light into the chaos. 2. Creation of man. After God established the order of the universe, including the creation of light, land, vegetation, animals, and so forth, he created man. In Genesis 1:26-27, God created humanity, specifically Adam and Eve, in his own image. So, to assertively answer your question, The creation out of darkness came first, establishing order from chaos, followed by the creation of man in that orderly world.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The God that they worship is God, but that's really the devil. Everybody tricked them. Right? Everybody in church, they worshiping the devil. The devil got everybody in the trick. They got everybody thinking the light come from God, but the light really the devil. God come from the dark. They say God created the world in triple darkness. So that means that God, where he resides, is the dark. But everybody follows the light. Oh, they confused. Everybody think that the God that they worship is God, but that's what that was a good.
Absalom was the third son of King David, known for his extraordinary
That was a
beauty
good
and
mind
charm.
twister. Like they got me for a minute.
From the sole of his foot to the crown of his head, the Bible says, there was no blemish in him. Despite his outward perfection, Absalom's life was marked by turmoil and tragedy. The story begins with a horrific act within David's household. Amnon, David's eldest son and heir to the throne, became infatuated with his half-sister Tamar, Absalom's full sister. Amnon deceived Tamar, lured her into his chamber, and assaulted her. Tamar was left humiliated and desolate. Absalom, enraged by the crime, took his devastated sister into his home and waited for his father, King David, to take action. But David, though angry, did nothing to punish Amnon. For 2 years, Absalom's fury simmered in silence. Then he plotted revenge. Under the guise of hosting a feast, Absalom invited Amnon and the rest of David's sons. During the festivities, Absalom gave the signal and his servants killed Amnon. The murder sent shockwaves through the royal family. Fearing David's wrath, Absalom fled to his maternal grandfather's kingdom in Geshur, where he remained in exile for 3 years. David mourned both the loss of Amnon and the estrangement of Absalom. Eventually, through the intervention of Joab, David's military commander, Absalom was allowed to return to Jerusalem. However, David refused to see him, leaving their relationship fractured and tense for another 2 years. When Absalom finally forced an audience with his father by burning Joab's fields, the two were seemingly reconciled, but the rift between them remained. Absalom, dissatisfied with his position and hungry for power, began to conspire against his father. Using his charm and political cunning, he positioned himself at the city gate, where he would listen to the grievances of the people and promise them justice. Over time, he stole the hearts of the men of Israel. When his support was strong enough, Absalom declared himself king in Hebron and launched a rebellion against David. Hearing of his son's uprising, David was heartbroken, but acted quickly. He fled Jerusalem with his loyal followers to avoid bloodshed in the city, leaving Absalom to seize the throne. David's retreat was filled with anguish, humiliation, and the sting of betrayal. Absalom entered Jerusalem as the new king and committed acts that further alienated him from his father, including publicly taking David's concubines, a symbolic act meant to assert his dominance. Meanwhile, David regrouped and planned his counterattack. The two sides met in a decisive battle in the forest of Ephraim. Though Absalom's forces were numerous, David's seasoned troops prevailed. During the battle, Absalom's fate was sealed in a bizarre and tragic way. As he fled on his mule, his long, thick hair, once a symbol of his beauty and pride, became entangled in the branches of a great oak tree. Suspended and helpless, Absalom was discovered by Joab, who disregarded David's command to deal gently with him. Joab and his men killed Absalom as he hung defenseless. When news of Absalom's death reached David, the king was inconsolable. His grief poured out in one of the most heartrending cries in the Bible. "Oh, my son Absalom, my son Absalom, would I had died instead of you, O Absalom, my son, my son." Despite his rebellion and betrayal, David's love for Absalom endured to the very end. The story of Absalom serves as a sobering reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition, familial discord, and the deep complexities of parental love. It's a tale as much about human weakness as it is about enduring love and heartbreak. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe.
You ain't never had a beautiful female come up to you and approach you?
Yeah, chicks come up to me all the time, but I know something wrong with them.
What's wrong with me? Because I approach men all the time.
You're 39?
39.
Let's just be honest and keep it no fugazi. Your value diminished a lot from when you were 22.
I look better now than I did then.
Pull up Instagram. Look at that picture and look at you. You do not look better now.
You ain't never had a
See, fuck what you heard. I'm gonna be the first person to tell y'all and show y'all. Yolanda, big up thing to tell y'all.
Responsibility of parole. Count 2. Violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 1. Count 3. Violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 2. Count 10. Hijacking a motor vehicle. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 3.
Yeah, 80 years already.
Count 11. Violation of
See, Yolanda, that big on me that's gonna tell y'all this.
Act. I sent you to 20.
Look at what he's looking at her.
Count 10.
Look at him. Look at him.
12.
He know he fucked up.
Violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 11.
He had about 100-some years already.
Count 13. Possession.
So y'all hear that football numbers? That's what we talking about.
Look how he looking at her, bro.
5 years.
He looking like this bitch. She fucked me, bro.
And look, they said
This bitch didn't fight for me for nothing, bro.
That means he do 20, he got to do another 20, another 20.
Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years.
This is when he realized he fucked up.
To count.
I'm trying to tell y'all, don't do the same shit he did. Fuck with Yolanda. See, fuck what you heard. I'm gonna be the first person.
When a woman doesn't want to change, she will find a man who accepts her flaws so that she doesn't have to grow or mature. That's why these insecure women will accuse a strong man of being controlling or demanding, but in reality, he just has standards and expectations. He's not going to tolerate disrespect or childish behavior. He's going to require her to step up and grow, and eventually she'll leave, calling him toxic or overly demanding, simply because he held her accountable for her actions. Fellas,
So they think the sky is a solid dome. People translated it as firmament because they thought it was firm. The rabbis thought this. It's there in the text in Job. He describes it as being hard as a solid piece of metal.
You are mixing areas of knowledge. Science is not in the Bible. And just because Sumerian and Babylonian cultures believed in a steel dome, and just because a lot of the Jewish rabbis believed in a steel dome, does not mean that the Bible is teaching that there is a steel dome over Earth. That is so dishonest, it's scary. That is.
It's not steel. It's not. The point is that it says so. I agree. The fact.
No, it doesn't say that.
It does.
Then show me where it says that. It is not saying that. That is your interpretation, and it's a false interpretation. It's adding where the text is silent, and that's intellectually dishonest. If I read the Quran and I add to the Quran, that's intellectually dishonest. I need to read the Quran and quote the Quran. But if I'm going to add to the Quran and then take a pot shot at Islam because of my addition to the Quran, that is so intellectually dishonest, it's scary.
That's the question. Firstly, I think even if Phil is wrong here, I would not hasten to charge him with dishonesty. I think that he believes what he's saying to a T.
But thinking is honest.
We were just talking about.
You need to start taking your relationship with God seriously, so you don't misinterpret texts like this. When's the last time you picked up your Bible? Let me guess. It's too confusing and boring, so you don't read it. You would think if the creator of the universe wrote a book, people would want to read it.
But he didn't write a book.
Well, if you find the Bible difficult to understand, or even boring, then this Bible study is here to help with beautiful imagery and art.
Shut up.
I just want to say to you, please, God, what's today's mathematics?
Today's mathematics is wisdom.
Let me man trivia for all you out there who don't know, you better ask somebody. I just want to say to you, please, God, what's today's mathematics?
Today's mathematics.
You
You've been lied to about African history. Here are some mind-blowing facts that will change how you see the world. Did you know there was a black king of Scotland? Move over, Braveheart. Scotland's King Kenneth III had African ancestry. Imagine showing up to a medieval battle and the king looks like your uncle from Ghana. Timbuktu had a university with over 700,000 books at a time when most Europeans couldn't even spell book. The walls of Benin were 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China, but Europeans destroyed them and barely mention them in history books. Why? Because history is written by the winners. Forget Jack Sparrow. African pirates controlled the seas and even captured European ships. There's a reason they called the Barbary Corsairs the terror of the Mediterranean. Pharaohs kept lions as pets, proving once again that African rulers have always been on another level. Meanwhile, medieval European kings were out here struggling to tame horses. Imagine showing up to battle with metal guns, thinking you've got it easy. And then 20,000 Zulu warriors pull up with spears and cowhide shields and still give you nightmares. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You've been lied to about African history. Here are some...
When it comes to the prison thing, what I think is so crazy is that, and I want to say this to the brothers out there, right? Especially if you're in the streets right now, you're operating your gun, we just in the street game. I just want to say something. Whether you know it or not, young black males in the street culture build more communities outside of our community than anybody in the history of life of America. Let me break this shit down. When we get locked up, I come from 19132, Philadelphia. The most people that ever, they sent the most people to prison, that area code in Pennsylvania. Now, when I get locked up, and me and the homies get locked up, they build new prisons based on the population increase. When the population increase, they'll take a town, they'll go rent some farm area, they'll bring a Lego prison, put it together, boom, 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 boom. Once they bring that prison, they build the gas station. They build the Walmart. They employ all these farmers. And this is me and the homies doing this. And then now you got all this stuff. You got this whole community that we built, but we never built our own community. We never bought our mama a house. We never sent our kids to college. But we sending kids to college. Every time you shoot a gun in the ghetto, you're sending somebody else kid to college. Every time you rob somebody, you're sending somebody up. You buying somebody, paying somebody else's mortgage. Like, we are the ultimate. The real street nigga is the ultimate job security in America. The real street niggas, I'm creating more jobs than any other people, any other group in America. More police.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all. I'm done, bro. I'm done streaming. Fuck you talking about, bro? Like and subscribe, bitch. Fuck your mother.